What's up, my Yu-Gi Bros? I'm your host, the one, the only, the RJB0. Welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! And Business Casual. So the list is out, and I am going to look at it for the first time. This is exciting to me. I'm ready to see just how wrong I was about my ban list according to logic. So looks like we don't have any monsters forbidden. Not really surprised. Nothing really interesting going on here. Oh, Super Poly. That's interesting. That's totally unexpected. I thought that if they had it limited and it was a fairly difficult to draw card, fairly inconsistent, it didn't make sense for them to ban it already, but it looks like they decided that Super Poly was just too good to be in the game, particularly with the heroes coming out, and no traps banned. So we didn't lose Skill Drain or Emptiness to the ban list. Let's see about the limited list. Exodia, Moral Talk. Interesting. So they did go ahead and hit the artifacts. I didn't think they would since they didn't on the last list, but it looks like they decided it makes sense for them to get rid of the various artifact decks before they cause any problems for the future meta. I really don't think that makes much sense, but you know what? It's Konami. Dark Strike Fighter Limited, not really surprised about that. We got the errata earlier this format, so Dark Strike Fighter doesn't make... Wait, what was forbidden? Snatch Steal? Oh! Wow, that's something. I guess that's not that huge, considering the fact that we have like a 5 MST format right now. So people are probably not going to resolve Snatch Steal very often, but I guess it's like Mind Control that can be MST'd. So that's a thing, I suppose. Yeah, so Snatch Steal to 1. That's going to be interesting. That card's going to get a lot of hype. I hope that I have one in my Commons collection. Let's see. We're moving on to Semi-Limited. Let's see, Honest Semi-Limited, that's a new thing. I suppose the mindset for that is that one-for-one battle tricks aren't really that good this format because A, you're probably never going to make it to the battle phase, and B, it's a one-for-one as opposed to a plus. Yes, it can steal games, but the deck that can use it can't really do that as effectively as, say, Shadows or something like that. Goyo Semi-Limited, I'm not surprised. Goyo wasn't doing anything. Dark Hole Semi-Limited, they are going really hard on the ignition removal. That's really a sign of the times that we can have a Dark Hole Semi-Limited. I don't think that's really going to cause any issues for the format. Let's see. Off the list, we have Gale the Whirlwind. Wait, Abyss Gund? Yes! Oh my god, yes! Please, yes, thank you. Oh my god, I just knocked over my desk lamp. Tengu! Oh my goodness, I am so happy to be wrong! Oh my goodness, all of these cards that are coming off the list and stuff, that I am just... Wow! Oh, I am so happy! Oh, and Reasoning and Transmigration Prophecy, but nobody cares about those ones. So, oh my goodness! Oh, the off the list makes me so happy. Oh, thank you, Konami. You are my favorite all of a sudden. So I was almost totally wrong about the things coming up on the list. A lot of the really high-impact things that I talked about went up, for instance. Reborn Tengu, Mermail, Abyss Gund. Abyss Gund was kind of on the mid-impact, but Tengu was definitely on the high-impact end because of its influence over Synchro decks. I suppose that they just don't really have any worry of like Tour Guide Tengu plants becoming a thing again. Particularly with Trishula still on the list. Goyo coming back was just not really that big. Snatch Steal I just really did not see coming. But I guess once again with the massive amount of backer removal in this format, Snatch Steal seems like an easy thing to get rid of. I actually feel like I'm less worried about Snatch Steal than I am about Mind Control, because Mind Control can't be, hit with MST. So I'm really happy with this list, except for the fact that Skill Drain did not get hit, but I suppose as a Cliffort player, I should be A-okay with that, because it means my Clifforts are going to retain pretty much all their value. Just nothing from the meta got hit, except Moral Talk, which just basically nobody was using, and Super Poly, which was at 1 already. So that's quite an interesting list. Konami is really taking this very, very slow approach when it comes to the list. So I was absolutely wrong, but I'm kind of A-okay with that because I'm really happy with this list.
Alright, I was still in bed for the first part of this video. Now I should actually talk about my real reaction to the ban list. I think in the long term, it freaks me out a little bit because what I didn't think about while I was making that reaction video was the fact that Burning Abyss did not get hit at all, and they are getting 5 new support cards out of the next set. I think that we can see Burning Abyss being just as good next format as they have been this format. I think Cliff Orts are still going to be sitting pretty high at the top next to Burning Abyss, considering the fact that they still have Vanity's Emptiness and Skill Drain. I am personally super happy that Mermail's just got 3 Abyss Gunned. That's gonna be pretty damn awesome. Let me tell you, I frickin' love the deck, and I'm glad to see it coming back. I'm pretty sure that it's going to see about as much appearance in the meta as Satellar Knights are going to. But I think that this list just means that we're going to be seeing Burning Abyss, Shadow, Satellar Knights, Cliff Orts, and Nekloth for a real long time to come. I think one of the motivations for not hitting Burning Abyss is A, to make Constellar Knight Diamond a little more popular, and B, to make Heroes seem a little better, since Darklaw is just such a frickin' amazing card. So that seems like kind of the motivation, as well as the money from the Burning Abyss cards themselves. I would say that basically every deck this format, every top tier deck this format, is a good deck to pick up right now because of the fact that none of them really got hit. And Satellar Knights got Honest back to 2, which is really great for them. And I would just say that since prices are low right now, I would get, everything while prices are low. And prices are probably going to go up on a lot of these things because they're all pretty darn good this format and they haven't gotten hit. So I'm a little disappointed that Burning Abyss didn't get hit and that Shadows, well, I'm okay with the fact that Shadows didn't get hit. I'm a little disappointed that the Floodgates didn't get hit and that Burning Abyss didn't get hit at all, just because I would have liked to have seen the game, even out a little bit, and Burning Abyss and the Floodgates and Cliff Orts kind of shut out the non-meta strategies. But Mermail's coming back would probably be a really strong non-meta strategy, so I'm kind of excited about that. So that's kind of my long-term reaction to this and the implications of this list. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. If you did, let me know why in the comment section below. And of course, subscribe for more deck discussion, analysis, and general Yu-Gi-Oh! Shenanigans. Thank you guys for watching. I'm your host, the one, the only, the RJB0. And yeah, I do get out of bed looking this good in the morning.